everyone, welcome back to the Math Society. So this week we'll be doing some past paper questions for chapter 7, which is straight line graph. Okay, let's start with question 1. So question 1 says that point A and B, they already give you the coordinates, which is minus 2, 4 and 6 by 6, 10. And you just have to find equation of perpendicular bisector of the line AB, giving your answer in the form, this form, A, B, and C integers. So firstly, we need to find the gradient. So when finding gradient, you have it as m gradient is going to be 4 minus 10 by minus 2 minus 6 because it's the gradient formula. And then you'll have minus 6 by minus 8, which is 3 by 4. But because they tell that it's perpendicular bisector, you have to like flip it around. So perpendicular bisector, so it's going to be, you multiply by basically like multiply by minus, and then you just change the denominator and the numerator. So it'll be like minus 4 by 3. So that's your new gradient. So because they asked for the perpendicular bisector. And then they ask you line AB, give your answer. And we can find the midpoint of it. So midpoint is basically just 2x's plus together divided by 2, and then 2y's plus together divided by 2. And then it should be 2, 47. So this is your midpoint, and then we have to find the equation, right? So we can just say that at the midpoint 2, 7. So you have like y is equal to minus 4 by 3 x plus c, right? So we have like 7 equals to minus 4 by 3, and then 2 plus c. So it should be like 7 equals to minus 8 by 3 plus c. So c is going to be 7 plus 8 by 3. So 7 plus 8 by 3 is going to be 29 by 3. Yep, so now you can have it as like 3y equals to minus 4x plus 29 if after you like rounded all of them up. So you have 3y because they asked you to give in the x plus y plus c form, plus 4x minus 20y. 29 is equal to 0, and you get your a, b, and c values. So for this part it's just this, yeah. Y equal to minus 4y 3x plus 29 by 3, and then you just multiply it by 3, and then you'll get this part, yeah? And then for B, so they say that the point C has coordinates 5, P and lies on the same perpendicular bisector. So we can just substitute it in here. So it's going to be, because it's 3y plus 4x minus 29 is equal to 0, right? So 5, B, 5 is the x, p is the y. So it's going to be like 3p plus 4, 5, 20 minus 29, and that's going to be your 3p, and that's going to equal to 29 minus 20, which is like 9. So p is going to be 3. So you have that the y is going to be 3. P is equal to 3. And then for C, it says that given that AB bisects the line CD. So if the AB bisects CD, we know that the midpoints are going to be the same. So it's just going to be like midpoint of AB equals to midpoint of CD. And then we know that midpoint of AB was here, 2 by 2, 7. And then it says CD, we know that C is 5, 3, yeah? So, and then we have it here, so it's midpoint, it's just x plus 5 by 2. And it's going to be y plus 3 by 2. And because it's the same, it's going to be x plus 5 by 2. It's going to equal to 2. X plus 5 equal to 4. Equal to minus 1, and then y plus 3 is by 2 is equal to 3. So y plus 3 equals to 6. Y equal to, oh, sorry. It's supposed to be, 7. 7. 14, and then you have 11. Yeah. D is going to be minus 1, 11. Now we'll do question 2. So question 2 is the same. It says that you give you 2 points, and then you have to find line L, which is the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So firstly, we need to find the gradient as well. So it's just y minus y1 minus y2 by x2 minus x1. So it's going to be minus 10 by 12 minus 4, which is 8. So you have minus 5 by 4, and it says perpendicular, so we just flip it. So it's going to be 4 by 5. And then we find the midpoint again as well. So if it's midpoint, x1 plus x2 by 2, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So you will get 12 plus 12, 6, 8. And then you have 3 minus 4 minus 2. So this is your midpoint. So let's just try to put it in using the midpoint into the equation because we have here. So it's y equal to 4 by 5 x plus c, right? And then you have it at midpoint, which is 8 comma minus 2. You have minus 2 equals to 4 by 5. 8 plus c. So then minus 2 equal to 32 by 5 plus c. And then c is just equals to minus 2 minus 32 by 5. So you will get minus 42 by 5. So you have y equals to y equals to 4 by 5. X minus 42 by 5. And you can actually just simplify this, just multiply by 5. So you have 5y equals to 4x minus 42, and that's the simplified version of the equation. And then we have that the line parallel. So here they give how the parallel to AB pass through the point 5, 12 intersects L at point C. So because it says parallel, the gradient is going to be the one that is here, which is minus 5 by 4. And then it says what? It says at 5, 12, right? So it's going to be like y equal to minus 5 by 4 x plus c. And then you have at 5 by 5, 12. So you have 12 equals to minus 5 by 4, 5 plus c. So c is just going to be like 12 plus 25 by 4. So it's going to be 73 by 4. So it's y equals to minus 5 by 4x plus 73 by 4. You multiply it with 4. So you have 4y equals to minus 5x plus 73. And then we have the equation from up because it says like it's parallel. So we need to find it parallel. And you need to find the coordinate of C. It intersects with each other. So you have 5y equals to 4x minus 42, yeah? And then because you have it equal, then you're going to multiply it by 4, multiply it by 5. So it's going to be 16y equals to minus 20x plus 12, 29, 292. And then you have 5, 5, 25, 28 minus 10, 21, 210. So these cancels out, and then you have 41y equals to 282. And then you have y equals to 2. And then we can need to find x. So just take any number from here. Like you can take this equation. So it's going to be like 5y, which is like 5 to 10. 4x minus 42. So it's 10, and then like 52 is equal to 4x. X is going to be 4, 1, 4, 4, 3, 12, 13. So we know that the coordinate of C is 13, 2. Yes. And then we'll go on to question 3. So it says to find the perpendicular bisector again. And 2 points given again, we find the gradient first as always. And we go to y2 minus y1, but it's minus 7, so it's plus. By x2 minus x1 minus 4. 9 plus 7, 16 by minus 12. You have minus 4 by 3. Perpendicular. So just flip it again. 3 by 4. And then you find the midpoint again, which is 4 minus 8 by 2. And then it's minus 7 plus 9 by 2. So you have minus 4 minus 2, and then you have 7 plus 9, 2, 2, then it's 1. And then you have y equal to 3 by 4 x plus c, right? And then at this minus 2 comma 1, you have 1 equals to 3 by 4, x is minus 2, plus c. So it's going to be c equals to 1 minus 6 by 4. And you get 5 by 2. Then y is going to be 3 by 4x plus 5 by 2. And you can multiply it by like 4 to make it all equal. X plus 2, 5, 10. So here is your final answer. Yes. And then we have number 4, which is to again give the equation of the perpendicular bisector. And they give you here, and then just here, this time they ask you in the form y equal to mx plus c. So let's find the gradient first, as always. So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. 2 by minus 8. So it's 1 by minus 1 by 4. And perpendicular, so it's going to be 4 by midpoint, which is 12 plus 4 by 2, comma 1 plus 3 by 2. So 8 by 2, so it's 16 by 2. And then it's 4 by 2. So it's going to be 8, comma 2. And y is equal to 4x plus c, yeah? So add 8, comma 2. So 2 equal to 4, 8 plus c. C is going to be 2 minus 32 minus 30. So y is going to be 4x minus 30, and it is already in the form of y equal to mx plus c. And then we go to B. So B, they ask you the perpendicular bisector cuts the x's at point A and B. So the bisector cuts there, and you have to find the length of AB. So you already know that the equation is y equal to 4x minus 30. So they say cuts the x's at A and B. So you just find when x is equals to 0, y is going to be minus 30. So it's going to be 0, comma minus 30. And then when y is equal to 0. So 0 equals 4x minus 30. So you have 4x equals to 30. This is going to be equals to 15 by 2, right? Yep, 15 by 2. So that's going to be 15 by 2, comma 0. And then you find the length and use the formula as usual, which is 15 by 2 the whole square plus minus 30 the whole square and root. So you will get 15 root 17 by 2, and then that makes up 30.9. Yep, and that should be your length. Okay, so now let's do question 5. So question 5, we have that the line y equal to 5x plus 6 meets the curve xy at A. So they're meeting at one point, and they're meeting at 2 points, A and B, and you need to find the coordinates of A and B where they meet each other. So first of all, xy is equal to 8, right? So to like equals them, you can do this. So y is going to be equal to 8 by x. And we have y equal to 5x plus 6. So you just substitute y. So 8 by x equals to 5x plus 6. And then you will just like multiply. So like x equal to 5x squared plus 6x. So you just rearrange it. So you have 5x squared plus 6x minus 8 equals to 0. And then you're just going to use your cross method. And then it's just going to be like 4, 1. This is minus. This one's going to be plus. Oh, sorry. This one's going to be minus. Then this one's going to be plus. Oh, sorry. It's only 4, 2. Yeah, 4, 2. And then so that way you will have 5x minus 4, and then x plus 2, and that is equals to 0. So 5x minus 4 equals to 0, x is going to be equal to 4 by 5. Y is equals, oh, sorry, not that. X plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equals to minus 2. And then y, you just substitute y here with 8 by minus 8, right? 8 by minus 2, so it's doing minus 4. Then y, 8 divided by 4 by 5 as well. So you have y equals to 10. So now you got 2 points, A and B. So A is going to be 4 by 5, comma 10. And then you have B, which is minus 2, comma minus 4. And that is for part A. And for part B, it says to find the coordinates of point where the perpendicular bisector of line AB meets the line y equal to x. So because we already know the 2 points, we can find the gradients and the equation of the line. So finding gradient as usual, y1, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Yeah, minus 14 by minus 14 by 5. Also, you just have like 5. And because it says perpendicular, you have to put it around, so it'll be minus 1 by 5. And then you have to find midpoint as usual. So it's going to be x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And divided by 2, 6, so it's going to be 3. Minus 3 by 5, comma 3, and that is your midpoint. And then we have y equals to minus 1 by 5x plus c, right? And that's going to be x minus 3 by 5, comma 3. So it's going to be 3 equals to minus 1 by 5 minus 3 by 5. 5. Here's c. Well, c is going to be, you have minus 1 by 5 multiply minus 3 by 5. And that one, so 3 minus the answer, you have c equal to 72 by 25. So you have y equal to minus 1 by 5x plus 72 by 25. And you just multiply it by 25 because we just want to make it 1. So it's going to be 25y equals to minus 5x and then plus 72. After that, it says to find y equals to x. So let's just do this. So we need to find x. So it's going to be 30x equals to 72. Sorry, 72. And then you have x equals to 72 by 30. So you will have 12 by 5, which 12 by 5, which is equals to 2.4. So then you have a y value of 2.4 because we're just taking it from here and just getting. Okay, so now on to question 6. So it says that x and y are such that LGY. This time it's just not just like normal y and normal x, it's just like x cubed and LGY, a straight line, graph passing through point 6, 7, 10,9, 10,9. You need to find y as a function of x. So let's try to find the gradient first because we know we need to find the gradient first. So it's going to be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So it's going to be 2 by 4. And that's just half. And then we know that because it's just not normal y, this LGY equals to half x cubed plus c. And we can just use that at 6, 7. So it's just going to be like 7 equals to half 6 plus c. And it's just going to 7 equal to 3 plus c. So you have c of 4. And then it's because it's LGY, it's going to be LGY equals half x cubed plus 4. But then they say to give y as a function of x, so we just want y. So LG, if it's LG, we just it's 10 power. So it's half x cubed plus 4. And that's your equation. And then we have question number 7, which is such that x and y are the same. It says it's not a normal y as well. It's y root power root 4, and it's plotted against 1 by x. And a straight line of passing through 0.593, 34. So let's try to find the gradient first. So SM equals to 34 minus 9 by 3 minus 0.5. So it's going to be like 20 on 34. So we 25, yes. 0.5. and that is equals to 10. So you have a m of 10, and it's just y4 equals to 10, and it's going to be 1 by x, yeah? And then plus c. And then we're just going to use the same coordinate, 0.519, so it's 9 equals to 10. Multiply 1 by 2, multiply, plus c. It's not multiply. Plus c, yeah? Let me just erase this. So you have 9 equals to 5 plus c. C equals to 4. So it's going to be root y 4 equals to 1 by x. Just as a gradient 10. 10 1 by x plus 4. And then because it's root 4, we'll just put the power root. So 10 1 by x plus 4. And then because it's root 4, you just put a power of 4. And that's your y function. Y equation. And then we'll go on to question 8. So question 8, it says that x and y are connected by a relationship y equal to ax power n. So a and n are constant. So you have to transform this y equal to ax power n to a straight line. So firstly, because if we want to put these out, we're just going to put l and y, yeah? So just put ln equals to both sides. And then it's just ln a plus, because you can change it as ln x. And that's just your straight line form, because it's ln y equals to ln a plus n ln x. And then for b, says that ln y is plotted against ln x is a straight line graph passing to the point 0, 0, 1, 0.5 and 3.2, 1.7. So firstly, we'll just find the gradient first. So finding the gradient, it's 1.7 minus 0.5. By 3.2 minus 0. So it's going to be 2.1. 1.2 minus 2.2. There's 3 by 8. So it's not perpendicular or anything. So it's just 3 by 8. The gradient is. And then we know that it's ln y, yeah? Ln y is equal to 3 by 8 ln x plus c. And then you just use the point, which is at 0, 0.5. So should be 0.5 equals to 3 by 8, and that's just ln x is just 0 plus c. So c is just going to be 0.5. So you have an equation of ln y equals to 3 by 8x plus 0.5. And then you just know that, if you go back here, just know it's ln x, right? So it's n equals going to be 3 by 8. And then ln a is just going to be half, because you have here 0.5. So ln a is equals to 1 by 2, which is 0.5. You just want a, use e power half, and that is your a value. Okay, so now you need to find the value of y1. X is equal to 11. So we were already given the equation y equals to ax power n, yeah? So it's y equals to ax power n. And we know that a is equal to e half. And x is 11, power n, 3 by 8. So it's L power 3 by 8. So it's e power half multiply 11 power 3 by 8, which would give you 4.05. And that should be your value of y. Okay. And then we have our last question for today, question 9. So it is known that y equals to a multiply 10b power x squared. And same thing, LGY against x squared. Straight line, you have the points, 2 points, and you have to find a and b. So firstly, let's write down this equation because it's like L and y, so LGY. So it's going to be LGY equals to LGA multiply 10b x power squared. So it's going to be like LGY equals to LGA plus bx squared. So firstly, let's find the gradient as well. So it's going to be 6.88 minus 5.25 by 4.83 minus 3.63. So it's 6.88 minus 5.25. So it's 163 by 120. And that is your M. So we have it here, LGY, 163 by 120 is going to be x squared because it's bx squared plus c. And then let's choose one point at 3.63, comma 5.25. So you have 5.25 equals the gradient, and then you have 3.63 plus c. And you want to find c. So you get 163 by 20. 5.25. You have 0.31925. And then it's LGY equals to 163. Let's just do 163 by 120. It's 1.36 x squared. And then plus 0.319. Let's leave that at 0.319, 3 decimal place. And then so we know that bx squared, so it's b is going to equal 1.36. And LGA here, that one is going to equal to 0.319. And then if you want A, just power, it's just 2.08. And that's your A value. Because it is going to be yep, 2.08. And then because they just asked you to find A and B, so we're good with question A. And then B says that using a value of A and B to find the value of y, I want x is equal to 2. So let's write the equation down first, which is what LGY equals to. And 1.36 x squared plus 0.319 because it's y. So it's going to be equals to 1.36. And it's just 2 squared, which is 4, plus 319. So it's going to be 5.759. And they just want y. So it's just going to be 10 power. So it's 574,116.46. And that is going to be a y value because it's just, if it's algae, it's just going to be like 10 power 5.759. Yes. Yep, so like yes, and then you have to find the positive value of x when y is equal to 4. So this time is the different side, so it's like 4. So we have LGY 4. 1.36 x squared plus 0.319. You have 1.36 x squared equals to LG4 minus. So you have log 4 minus 0.319, which is 0.2831. 28305 is like 2831. So you have on x squared divided. You get 0.2081 as well. And then x just square root the answer. You have 0.456. Yes. And that is your x value. Yep. So that is all for today's video.